Hello, hello. I hope you're ready to watch a man talk at the main menu screen for a good little while before I actually get into playing Death Stranding, the director's cut. Because Death Stranding 2, had I started up this live stream when I intended to last night, I would say Death Stranding's coming out in 2 days, or Death Stranding 2 is coming out in 2 days. But now it's only coming out one day. Technically, it's already out if you got the deluxe edition for the game. But I'm already spending too much money. I don't need to go spending more money, especially on a sequel for a game I have not played. But I know a pretty good amount about it. You know, I know a thing or two. I know about the tardigrades. I know about the rain that makes you old. I know about the the what? The rain that makes you old. Sorry, there's rain that makes you old. Yeah, it's time rain or whatever. Oh man. But yeah, anywhoosies, oh yeah, do you mind if I just get into this? Because, frankly, I was gonna live stream this game, last night, but then I got tired, and can I be honest, I was the cozy kind of tired. Like, I love being the level of tired that's like, comfort and warmth. I'm gonna snuggle up on my bed, and I'm gonna fall asleep, and I don't even care. And, I did that, but because I went to sleep earlier than I normally would, it led to me waking up at 3 a.m. So I've been up since 3 a.m. It's currently 4:29 a.m. And among the myriad of things I was doing instead of being productive or a good human being, I ate a sandwich, had a soda pop with it. Speaking of which, still have. Nice. But I was also browsing around on the Tic Tacs, and I saw one that was a scene from one of the DC cartoons, like a Justice League cartoon or something. And it's Superman going in for a kiss with Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman it kind of dodges it. And, Superman looks a little confused. And then, you know what she says? She says, I don't know if she says Clark or, Superman's name or whatever. But she just goes, I'm from an island of all women, figure it out. And, before I get into this at all, yes, I understand this might be just a nice subtle way to show that Diana is a lesbian or Wonder Woman is a lesbian, which I don't mind at all. I have no problems with whatsoever. But it does lead me to think, that's not a reasonable explanation, right? Sure, Superman can figure it out from that implication, but it's are you implying that because you're from an island of exclusively women that makes you gay? I don't know. Are you born on Gay Island where everyone's gay? If so, great. I think we should all move to Gay Island. You know? But yeah, no, I don't know, because I was thinking about this too, because I've been playing the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which I don't know, it did lead me to think, where it's Peter Quill at least in the Eidos 2021 game, Peter Quill gets abducted into space at the age of 13. So he's 13. He's freshly 13. His birthday was literally the day he gets abducted, and his tragic backstory happens. And so he's in space, and at one point in the game, specifically, you don't always get this scene. You can miss out on the scene. But at one point, he does have a little fling or a one night stand with this giant tentacle monster, or well, maybe I shouldn't say monster, but this giant tentacle creature. You only see the big tentacles on it. You don't see the creature itself. and like Peter Quill is like patting their tentacle, and he's like, "Hey, I'll call you." And it led me to think, it's like, if you were like going through puberty in like an alien sort of place, it's like, would that lead to you to be more attracted to aliens, or less so? Like, what? Because that's something I tend to think about a lot. Is like, what determines sexuality? You know, because it's like, I think a lot of people, and I'm not going to dismiss you, this is your belief, but a lot of people tend to think they're born with their sexuality, you know? And it's like, I certainly won't disagree with that. I think there's some notion or idea that your brain has that just like, you think the way that you do because you are the way that you are, if that makes sense, right? It's like, you know, I'm right-handed because I just used my right hand, and for whatever reason my brain was like, hey, that's your primary hand now. If we're going to be doing something major or big or important, we're using the right hand. And it's like, if I had just used my left hand more, would I be left-handed? Is there like something inherent within my like biology or my brain that makes me right-handed? Or is it just like coincidentally, like I could have just as easily been left-handed, but I was you know, just through outside factors and like various other things, I became right-handed. It's like, I don't know. I don't think you can definitively answer one way or the other. But I don't know. I do think it's a weird implication, right? It's like, here's my example of like, how it's like, I don't think, again, no problem with any character sexuality or nothing like that. All right. Don't get me twisted. Okay. But it's like, let's say, like a Canadian person comes up and tries to kiss me, and then I like back away from them, and they look at me confused. And so I clarify, I go, hey, I'm from America. Figure it out. Like that's That's not a reasonable response. That's a response that makes no sense. It's like, what, Americans can't be attracted to Canadians? And plus, it's like, I don't know, if you are born with your sexuality, like, imagine you're born as, like, a woman on Lesbian Island, and you're just like, fuck, shit, damn it, no, you kidding me? No way. You're just so pissed about it. It's like everyone's happy and having a great time on Lesbian Island, and you're just the one straight person who's like, fuck me, god damn it. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I do think it's an interesting thing, because it's like, you know, oh, thank God. I was like, please tell me nobody's watching this. I do not need anyone listening to this. But yeah, but it's like, you know, one thing I'll say about me is that, like, I don't know, it's like the hornier I get, the more I'm like, the more willing I am to be like, I'd be into that maybe, you know? Because, like, here, say for example, you ask me right now, you ask me on any regular day, hey buddy, would you fuck an old lady? I'd be like, probably not. You know, just like, I don't think so. No, I got nothing against old women or older women, but you know, it's just not my thing. Like, I don't know, I'm 24 years old. I would feel weird about like fucking a 40-year-old. You know, it's like, I could maybe go 30s, possibly. I don't know, but it's like, I would feel weird getting higher and higher. So it's like a 40-year-old, I'm like, I don't think so. And then a 50-year-old, no way, man. 60-year-old, whoa, okay, now we're getting crazy. 70-year-old, 80-year-old, where's it stop? How high do we want to get? But I think if you were to ask me if I was a little bit more horned up, let's say, I could very well be like, yeah, I'd fuck a 60-year-old hot hot woman, you know? So you know, I think gilfs are a real thing. A silver fox or something of the sort. But it's like, again, I don't feel that way most of the time. I'm not usually going around being like, oh yeah, old women. That's what I'm talking about. Man. But yeah, so I don't know. This is a interesting little thing I was thinking about because it's like I don't know. I don't think anyone's listening to this, and honestly, good on them. But it's like what do you think? Like, because like I don't know. I see a lot of people who are very much on the you are born with your sexuality. It is immutable. It is unchangeable. It is completely outside of the influence of anything in your environment. And it's like I guess, right? You know, it's like I don't think so though, right? Like for me at least, if you were to ask me, I think that's an argument that people have because it's a good argument, and it's also one that's like a pretty good counter to like any religious person, because if you do want to concede on the point that it's like, well, I think sexuality isn't like something that's set in stone. I think it's something you can explore and something you can discover about yourself. Then it's like, oh, well, why can't you stop being gay then? And it's like, well, because I don't want to, because I can't. You know, so like, I'm not saying that people can change their sexuality, but what I am saying is that people is that it's like it's probably influenced and like dynamic. I think, I believe. Feel free to disagree, though. But yeah, I think a lot of people kind of cling to that idea because it's a good counter, and it's something that kind of does shut down questions, and ideally is like to get bigots to stop bothering you. But that's the world we live in fucking sucks. So people will still be assholes and pricks to you anyway, regardless if it makes any sense. But yeah, but like I do kind of think that it's like at least for me, I'm not uh I'm not really willing to like be 100% in like, yep, that's right, because it's like I don't know. I think about nature versus nurture a lot, just for anything in life. It's like, am I like a weird neurotic son of a bitch because I was born that way? I just happen to be born like weird and strange and queer or whatever, or it is that something that happened throughout my life? Like could I have been different? Because like I was thinking about this as honestly, do you mind if I say this? I was watching Connor eats pants, and he was in that Ludwig Mario Kart event or whatever. I didn't watch it because I don't really care about Mario Kart. But I did watch some highlights from Connor Eats Pants, and I'm like, Connor Eats Pants is a good looking guy, and he's like 5'5", and to me, that makes him like even better looking. That he's like confident, funny, and just like generally pretty entertaining. You know, and he's also like smart too, and he's like, I don't know, I like Connor Eats Pants a lot. I think he's great. But it's like I was thinking about that as like me myself, a 5'8" kind of guy, 5'9" on a good day, where like it's like I don't know, if I was taller, would my life be different? Like if I was taller and or shorter, would I be different? Because you would like to think no, right? I feel like that's most people's instincts, is that if you change something about me, if you change something about yourself, everything would be the same. But it's like I don't think so. I think even if it is like something minor, it would still have like a impact on your life. So like I don't know, what if you were born with like a different hair color or eye color, or you were born like looking different than you do now? It's like I don't know. I really do think that would change how you are. Like, I don't think it would majorly do so. I think, you could still see the similarities between the two. But then, I don't know. Because, like, man, I gotta say, this is nice. Nice having zero fucking viewers, because I can just go on and talk about whatever I want. Because, like, take, like, multiverse stuff. I was thinking about this specifically in regards to, like, Alan Wake 2. I don't want to get into spoilers for Alan Wake 2, but, like, there's, like, a little side element of, like, like what one of the DLCs has like a this idea of like alternate versions of yourself in different timelines. And like to me, the weird thing about that is as like, why do all the different versions of you look the same? And then I'm like, well, I guess that's the only thing that you could carry over, right? Because it's like the way it's described in the game is that it's like, you know, I have a different name, I have a different job, I have a different life, I have a different this and that. And so it's like, if all those things are different about you, then what's the only thing that can connect you with this alternate version of yourself? Well, it would be your appearance. But then I'm like, I feel like that would be the thing that would be most changed. I feel like if there was like an alternate universe where like everything was different, I feel like I would not look the same, right? It's like, I don't know, if there was an alternate version of me, I would not expect that alternate version of me. Maybe they would look similar to me, but it's like they wouldn't have like my fingerprints, right? I feel like we would have different fingerprints. But I don't know for sure. I can't say definitively because A, it's not real. I don't. Maybe it is. I don't really believe in a multiverse. But yeah, it's like I don't know. And also, it's like, can you say that is you? Like, I don't know. If I was born in like a different time period, if I was born in a different world, a different universe, it's like even if that person shares a lot of similarities to me, that's not me. That's someone else. You know? It's like if you make a clone of me, like I guess that's me, but it's not me. I'm still me. I'm still the guy in this body, in the one that was born and not made. You can make an exact replica of me, but it's like that's not me. That is a copy of me. So I don't know. For me, at least, I think it's this interesting idea of like self and nature versus nurture. And, you know, it's like, I get a Wonder Woman. You don't want to just say out and out you're a lesbian or gay or whatever. But like, I think you going, well, I'm from an island of all women. That's a weird implication, right? Because again, it's like I don't know for sure. What if I was? It's like what if there was only one gender? Like what if like the world was like all men or all women or all like a combination of the two? It's like who would you be attracted to? What determines sexuality? You know, it's like is there something that goes into it? Because I don't know. Again, sorry for rambling on and on about this, but it's like I don't know. I do think it's an interesting thing to think about, at least for me, because it's like now here's a perspective I have, which feel free to disagree with me or you know argue against me, please. I would love it. But like I feel like more people are attracted to women than men, you know? And it's like, do I only believe this because it's like a lot of the media, a lot of the stuff you see is geared towards men, you know? Like we live in a patriarchal society. So men typically are usually attracted to women or more attracted to women than men. I think. Maybe I'm wrong with this statistic, but I feel like this is the case. And so it's like that influences other people and that has like a trickle down effect. But it's like also, it's like, I don't know what the ratio is. Are there more gay men than there are gay women? You know? And then it's like, how does like pansexuality or something of the sort kind of tie into this? Because like, I don't know. Forgive me for getting into discourse and just talking about random Tic Tacs I've seen, but I did see one where this person went on to say, you know, I'm basically attracted to like every single gender and every single type of person except for cis het men. And I'm like, okay, lady, I don't know their lady specifically. I don't know what their identity was, but I'm like, oh, okay, you can just say you're pan, like like they were like, oh, I don't feel like I can identify as pan because I'm attracted to every other person except for like a cis het man. and I'm like, okay, that's like that's fine. I don't know. I think it is something that is is like an interesting sort of thing because again, if you want to hear another hot take about sorry, I need to preface this. I am not serious about this, okay? Well, when I say this, I don't genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart. But are bisexual people who are like they're like people who identify as bisexual either I can't say that, but it's like uh so yeah, my more pertinent question is if you're a bisexual person, why are you afraid to say you're pansexual or to be pansexual? Because like I don't know, to me at least, I did see literally one comment just from a random person that was like, yeah, actually the reason why I say I'm bisexual is because the bisexual pride flag is so much cooler than the pansexual one. And I'm like, really? That's it? I mean, hey, you do whatever you like. But I'm like, I don't think that should be your reason. Because like again, to me that sort of implies a dichotomy of like either bisexual people are all actually pansexual and they're either like trying to be more presentable or like or I don't want to say like either that or you're just a turf, but like obviously not, but instead you're more like you're attracted to either end of the gender spectrum, but you like you only like people that are like that identify with one or the other of the gender binary, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. I don't think it's like problematic to do so, but it's just like I don't know, to me I find that interesting because it's like if you are both attracted to men and women, then how do you feel about like a non-binary person? How do you feel about like an androgynous person? Because is like for me at least, I would be more kind of cool or comfortable being like, yeah, I could be attracted to an androgynous person than I would be for saying like, oh yeah, I'm more attracted to one, or I'm like it like for me if you're like, hey, are you more attracted to men or like an androgynous person to a man or an androgynous person, I'd be like androgynous person every single time. Like I don't unless you know you have like a real hot hunk of a man, and then just no offense, but somebody who's like not like attractive to me as an androgynous person. I don't know. Maybe I would have to be like, well, I guess I find the man more attractive. I think he's better looking, than the androgynous person. I think they're probably fine. I don't know how they are personally, but Ugh. So yeah, I don't know. For me at least, I think it's just it's a unique and interesting question. One that I think like I think a lot of people tend not to think about it. You kind of just go through life being like, oh yeah, this is how I feel. This is how I think. I don't need to challenge that. And I think that's also fine. But for me, at least, I'm like, well, no, I want to think about why. It's like, why am I attracted to women? Like, what's up with that? Like, did my brain just decide that one day? Was I going through life and was like, oh yeah? Or is it influenced by societal expectations, You see couples all the time, and particularly I was born in 2001. Not like gay people didn't exist, but it was certainly much less common, growing up, saying gay was just an insult. It was another way to say lame. And it's like, most people don't do that anymore. And I hope that when people do, if they do nowadays, they're joking or being ironic about it. But not everyone is, unfortunately. All right, cool. I had a viewer for 1 second. I'm like, buddy, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Because honestly, can I be real for you? I have to go take a massive break in the bathroom. So I'll be back in a minute, or probably five. So yeah, my bad about that. But I hope you can enjoy the 25 minutes of discourse and me thinking about things. Because again, it's like I think bisexual people are valid. I think bisexual people belong at Pride, and you know you can bring along your boyfriend or whatever, you know, or your girlfriend, depending on whatever, you know. But like for me at least, I don't know. I think it is. I think it is kind of an interesting thing because it's like I don't know. I find it weird, right? And it's like I don't know. Maybe it's my own perspective coming into it. Maybe it's like my own ideas of how I think about it is influencing me and going. It's like, well, other people would think about it in similar ways that that I do, right? And it's like, no, probably not. They probably think about things completely different. And they're like, yeah, and other people think about it in the same way as I do, you know? Because like that's also something interesting. It's like how differently do our brains work? Like, do people think differently than I do, or like do we all think similarity, but we all have like unique ways of thinking about things or puzzling our way through life? I don't know. But anyway, again, I really have to go. My bad, but I'll be back. And then I'll actually play Death Stranding instead of sitting here talking about random fucking interesting shit to me. Anyway, BRB. Hello, hello. I'm back. I've returned. But Yazzers. Sorry, I don't know. I'm having a pretty good time because I was just watching Legends of Avantis, little animated shorts, and I don't know. Honestly, like one of my favorite bits from it is like when I don't know any of the people's names. I feel bad because like I've watched maybe like a little bit of the very first episode of like the actual D&D podcast or slash show, whatever it is. Uh, but like I never got super into it. It's like I don't know. I like seeing like animated bits and stuff from it, but it's like I don't know. I've tried to watch like Critical Role, as like I can't really get into it. Honestly, the only two D&D podcasts I've gotten into are Trials and Trebuchets, which I only know about because Sarah Zed, the YouTuber, she's on that podcast. I think she like mentioned it at one point at the end of her videos, and I was like, oh, let me check that out. And so I listened to a good bit of that. I'll be honest, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad, but I'm not like super into it. And the only D&D podcast I've listened to at length and actually really enjoyed was Dungeons and Daddies. I really like Dungeons and Daddies. It's got like it has Ashley Birch's brother. I'm forgetting his name. It's is it a something? Is it like Anthony Birch? I don't know. I think it is, but yeah, I think he's the DM. It has like Freddie Wong and like a couple other people who I assume are probably well known for doing other stuff, but I really enjoyed that D&D podcast. That one I think is genuinely great. But yeah. Oof. Oh yeah, but I will say probably my favorite bit is when one of the players has like a thing where it's like every time he laughs he takes like a d6 amount of damage, and I know. I think my favorite bit is when like the DM tells him is like, "All right, you are now a noir detective," and then he just goes, "Well, this won't be funny at all," and then like everyone else starts dying laughing. Like it's such a great bit. It's a perfect fucking bit. Just like is somebody saying, "Well, this won't be funny at all," and then everyone else immediately dying laughing. It's so good. Oh yeah, also BT Dubs. How concerned should I be about like yeah, TV me? I don't know if it would do that by default, but I already have my controller set to like, hey, fuck you, don't play anything through my controller because it's like to me it's really annoying. Like it's kind of a cool gimmick, but it's like I don't want my controller making noises at me. I already hate all the other shit my controller does to me. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then also I'll mention briefly. This game also has like the PlayStation fucking Marvel intro or whatever, where it's like you see like the square, triangle, circle, and X, and like in it is like pictures from like the game. It's like it's such a weird thing. Like I think it's super weird when playing something like The Last of Us or The Last of Us Part 2, where it's like it's just really like dark, fucking grim, violent game. It's just like, oh, here's a fun little intro. Like, I would buy it more for like God of War. Like God of War, I would buy having that little intro, but like, I don't know, it just feels weird on other games. But yes, I think there was something else I wanted to mention or talk about, but now I don't know. I'm kind of losing the plot, losing my thought for anything and everything. Yeah, you know what? Man, holy shit, dude. I it can I be real? If you're a degenerate soda drinker like myself, where it's like I know I shouldn't, but I'll have like at least one soda a day, usually more. But again, that's embarrassing to admit. But it I'll clarify this. If I don't have what I'm specifically drinking right now, I usually limit myself to like two sodas a day. You know, because I think Northern Lion kind of he kind of had something when he said the morning soda drinker mostly frees his mind in the motherfucking morning. I think he's got a good point there. Uh, but yeah, you can only judge me if you drink black coffee. All right, if you put any amount of sugar and or milk, especially equivalent or more than that's in the soda, you can't judge me for waking up and being like, man, you know what I really want to start the day with? A goddamn soda pop. But yeah, my fucking my poison, my vice, my heroin of sodas is Pepsi with real sugar. Oh, dude, because it's like I'm a Pepsi man. I like Pepsi. All right, I think it's better than Coke. I don't dislike Coke. I used to very much be I used to be pro Coke when I was a kid. When everybody was like, "Oh, Pepsi sucks, bro. Pepsi's ass and Coke is the tits, bro." And I was like, all right, I believe everybody, you know. But then eventually one day in my teen years, I was having a Pepsi, and I was like, holy shit, this is better than a damn Coca Cola. I like this more. I don't dislike Coca Cola by any means, but between the two, if you're offering, I'm like Pepsi any day. But fucking Pepsi with real sugar, dude, Pepsi with real sugar is so good. It makes me fucking hate regular Pepsi. Like like if I go from like drinking a Pepsi with real sugar back to like a regular Pepsi, the regular Pepsi tastes like fucking shit. It's awful, man. Like Pepsi with real sugar has kind of ruined almost any other soda for me. The only soda that's still on top, I don't know. I have to say this objectively. Pepsi Cola with real sugar is better than like any other soda, but in my heart of hearts, for me, number one is Cheerwine. I fucking love Cheerwine, and that shit's got red 40 in it, so you know it's good, and you know it's gonna fucking kill you, and I'll take that fucking deal every time. I will take an early fucking grave if it means I get to drink more goddamn Cheerwine. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to mention or talk about was I don't know, something to do with soda or something. No, I think I finished my point. But yeah, but like you know, it's like if you give me a 12 pack of soda, it's like I might finish that in like a week if I'm being honest there. But you give me a fucking 12 pack of Pepsi with real fucking sugar. I'm sorry to say, I'm finishing that shit in like 4 fucking days. Like I'm having like 3 of them a day. I'm having them with like every fucking meal. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself. I know I shouldn't. My brain tells me, hey buddy, just drink water. And my compromise is that it's like, okay, I'll drink a full glass of water, but then I get to follow it with a Pepsi. That's my sort of fucking justification for it. But yeah, it's it is definitely not uh hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I opened up Reddit and it's just like It's a myriad of fucking hmm. Oh, interesting. Huh. But yeah, there's I don't know, my brain's fried, man. It's fucking dying. This is why you don't drink, folks. And I'm talking anything. If it's anything but water, you shouldn't be drinking it. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm kind of in sleepy time mode. Even though I fell asleep, I'm still in like a man. I just wanna snuggle up with some damn blankets, man, and have a good time. I don't know. The thing is weird because it's like simultaneously like kind of cold in my house, but also it's like it's fucking hot. I don't know. It's weird. I might have to check on my AC because I had like the temperature set to like 72 and like the temperature was at like 74 last I checked it, and I'm like, that shouldn't be right. So, yeah. You mind if I do two things? Gonna go check on my AC. Ah, what the fuck? Sorry, I got jump scared by the fact that people were watching this. I thought it was just me. I was gonna say like, hey, you mind if I go just check on my temperature in my house, and then I was also gonna go brush my teeth because I'm like, I ate breakfast, I finished off my soda pop. Probably a good idea to brush my teeth. I don't want them falling out of my head just yet. But when I'm an old man, ooh, I don't know if this is going to be the case for me, but I think being an old man will be fun. If I make it an old age, I feel like I'll be a fun old man. I'll probably be scary to children, but like all old people are scary to children, right? Or is that just me? I think that might just be a me thing because I don't like saying this, but I do find old people like I don't want to say gross, but they tend to freak me out more than comfort me. You know? Like I see an old person and I go, "Fuck, that's terrifying." And also, I don't want to give this person a kiss. Yes, I know they're my grandma or whatever. I still don't want to kiss the weird wrinkly old person. Man, oh man. All right. Well, am I wrong in presuming the game starts with a cutscene? Because like if the game starts with a cutscene, I think I can. We'll do normal. I'm a normal sort of fella. Well, I'm not, but I'll play a game on a normal difficulty. Hmm. I tend to always be. Let me know how incorrect I am for this take, but I tend to always be like a bump the brightness up a couple notches on games because it's like, for example, I can see that. I can see the difference on it. But if I were to watch like my live stream, I probably wouldn't see the difference. But I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm playing this on a TV, and I will watch this live stream if I do on my phone. But yeah, because like I would always rather see. Oh, sorry. We're cutting out the game here because it's asking for my birthday, and actually, fun fact, it got it in one. My birthday is the first month and the first day of the first month. Statistical analysis has indicated that Doom's ability vary according to the sufferer's date of birth. In order to establish your own ability levels, please enter your birthday. Yep, my birthday is 1/1. That's not a joke. Like, higher levels of Doom's abilities have been observed in those born under constellations such as Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, and Gigas. Gigas? Yeah, I'll be real. None of this shit means nothing to me. But yeah, I've like the easiest birthday to remember, because it's 010101. So if you ever want to know how old I am, it's just whatever the year is minus one. In 2010, I was 9. In 2016, I was 15. And what year is it now? 2025. I'm 24. Oh, it is cutscene time. Cool. I'm gonna watch this, but I'm. Oh wait, is it cutscene time? I don't remember this. Is this new? Is this like an intro thing? Yeah, that is the Kojima Productions logo. I thought that was a cutscene. I was like, I don't remember this, spaceman. The rope, along with the stick, are two of mankind's oldest tools. The stick to keep the bad away, the rope used to bring the good towards us. They were our first friends of our own invention. Wherever there were people, there were the rope and the stick. All right, I'm
Once there
surprised
was
I
an
was able to read that
explosion.
whole quote.
A bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Rain, heavy blows, dirty eyes, sweaty clothes, the routine that I've learned to understand and know. Play my tricks, fragile mind, risk your head.
I'm surprised Mads Mikkelsen is like second build.
Shut my eyes,
Leo Sado. Sado?
there must
Margaret
be
Qualley.
some mistake. Don't be so serious.
Troy Baker.
Don't be so serious.
Tommy Earl Jones.
Don't be so
Sorry, I feel like an asshole. Just, hey, special appearance. Guillermo del Toro.
Don't be so serious.
Oh, he's doing the bit, right? My controller's freaking out. Yeah. Why would you fucking do that? He's psycho. Holy shit. That's pretty sad.
No, 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 no! Ah. Ah, great. Ah. Fuck.
Smart drug delivery, as opposed to all those dumb drugs. Oh, that's interesting.
Good way out the rain over there.
Also, did he have the glasses in the original game? Because I think he looks like a tool with the glasses. Okay, he took them off. This game is fucking insane looking. Well, that's certainly an intro.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
What's your level? You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2, then.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Timefall's let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers. You want it? A crypto byte a day keeps the timefall away. Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries, that's all.
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractor Sam Porter Bridges. Receiver is standing by for drop.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The timefall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Sorry, can you turn that fucking beeping off? Thank you. Killing me. Whoa, did you know Hideo Kojima makes this game? Who could have guessed?
Restrained. on and stay. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Watch your world, turn to dust as we forget, as we move on. But still, I refuse to let you slip away. Don't be so serious. 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 Don't be so serious.
Beginning scan. Cargo verified. Thank you.
You're giving me too much information, game. Confirm. Hey, good little Samaritan I am. Good for me.
Delivering cargo.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. Luckily, our goods are in perfect condition. Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
Like I don't know, man. It's like I'm glad you have a lot of numbers and all, but I don't super care about them. Now that is kind of neat, seeing your delivery route. Whoa, look at that. Fucking S, awesome. S for awesome. It's nice that there's an auto skip feature. Alright, neat.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Document said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on. Come and take a look. He's got a date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where you taking him?
Closest incinerator's to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
You put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its help and you, we'll be able to stay one step ahead of them. Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out, too.
Roll out! different when I was a kid. America was a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for couriers like yourself. We had highways, airplanes. Hell, you could even visit other countries. Hard to imagine it now. As you can see, the Death Stranding poked us full of holes. Fucked us beyond all recognition. And if you were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and washed you away. Then those freaks from the beach showed up. The worlds of the living and the dead all mixed together. And that's when folks started holing up in the cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal. Son of a bitch. Rainbow!
How much further to the incinerator? This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We're gonna have to cut to the BTs. Engine stalled.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
Sam, can you see anything?
No, nothing.
This BB must be busted or something.
bridges falling down, my fair lady.
Ah, Sam is a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life in a place known as the Seam when killed, and the Seam follow the strand to guide Sam's soul to his body and bring him back. Holy shit. That was, pretty dark. That is fucking weird, man. It's a weird fucking game. Which is obvious, I know.
BB, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's Daddy.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
Well, you say so, Sam. This will be my last soda. There's like a lot of crying in this game. I find it interesting. It's like constantly people are just shedding tears.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days?
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get to continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated. And there's only so much they can do in 2 days. Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clingy woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chiralgram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no? Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president. Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is. Central wasn't just home to Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
You know, I don't know. I will say it's kind of funny that it has like just keyboard controls out in the open because I am playing this on the PS5. But I gotta say, I respect whoever hooks up a damn keyboard to their PlayStation 5 and uses that. I don't know. Because if anything, I feel like the opposite is more likely, that someone like hooks up a PlayStation controller to their... I am not, man. Let me fucking wander. Alright? I'm where I need to be. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, someone using a PlayStation controller on a computer, that makes sense, you know? It's, I assume, less likely than somebody using an Xbox controller, but, or even a custom controller, but, I don't know, the person who has, like, essentially their... Yeah, can you even do it? Are there enough, like, slots on the PlayStation 5 to have like everything you want? Because like for me at least, my two front slots are my two USB-C cables are for my microphone and then for my controller charger. So it's like you could